Anderson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of boys basketball. Tonight, it's a Northwest Suburban Conference border battle as the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Panthers from Spring Lake Park. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro. The Panthers come in, they're a little bit above 500, been on some tough times. Lost 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, this is a young team in Spring Lake Park. They lost 8 players from a 15-12 team a year ago. They're 9-7, so they're 2 games above a winning record for a winning record. They're a team that has a couple of guys that contribute, and they'll play solid defense, similar to what Cambridge played against the Cardinals. But this will be a test for the Cardinals for sure.
Yeah, they come in at 5-5 in conference play. In comparison, the Cardinals coming off of their first Northwest Suburban Conference victory of the season. You mentioned they've got guys who can get the job done. Leading scorer for the Panthers, just a tick under 20 points per game.
Nolan Byron, the lefty, by the way, 19.1 points a game. He's a good player, and as he goes, they go. So they're going to look for him to spread out. It's an interesting, as the game unfolds, we'll talk a little bit about what they do offensively. Sometimes they'll move their big man out and set screens with him. They got a guy who's 6'10", so the Cardinals don't have anybody that size, so it's going to be a challenge for them.
Yeah, and they play as a team. We know we're going to see big things out of Jackson Young and Tegan Plum and Tate. We talked all year long. Those two definitely lead the way for the Cardinals on offense. But Jeremy Oddie, one of the seniors on the squad that has really been a consistent member of this offense and defense.
Yeah, there you see his numbers up on the screen, and obviously they're always looking for that guy that will come in and produce, obviously, other than those big two in TPT and Jackson. So Jeremy's hustles. I mean, he hustles defensively. He can light it up from outside at times. You can see just a little under 6 points a game. They're going to need his scoring tonight for sure.
Yeah, I believe he has the most double-digit scoring games outside of Jackson Young and Tegan Plum and Tate. They're going to need him again. If they can get 4 guys into double digits, that's probably what it's going to take to be successful and keep their roll going. Cardinals have won 2 of the last 3. They're trying to make it back-to-back against conference opponents. They tip off against the Panthers next on CTN. Back at the field house, just about ready to get this one underway. Jaden Okoye in the starting lineup. Good to see Samson LeClaire in uniform.
Yes.
But nicked up a little bit. Looks like we may see him tonight, but nicked up enough that Okoye gets the start for Coach Boric and the Cardinals.
You know, and I think they're looking for Jaden to make an impact here tonight. You look at a guy like Jepson, who's gonna jump against Jackson Young, and at 6, listed in the program at 6'10". They are going to need some presence underneath the boards, and hopefully Jaden can provide some of that.
Young doesn't even attempt to jump against Jepson. Just give up the first possession. Colin Welch underneath in traffic. Myron misses, but the putback is good for Jason Eagle.
Yeah, nobody there at the back door defensively for the Cardinals. Jason Eagle's a football player, and he's very, very aggressive. And he will take the body to you. So Cardinals are going to have to see what they can do to make sure that he doesn't interrupt what they want to do offensively. Almost a steal there.
Oddie Nice job to keep it alive. Cross court, Plowman Tate for 3. That's no good. Connor Young with the rebound.
Love it.
Jeremy Oddie hands it off to Young, high on the right side. Oddie and Connor Young up top, under 5 to go. Plowman Tate steps into another three-point attempt, again off the mark. Eagle, another rebound.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Oliver Major, head coach for Spring Lake Park. He says we have to know where number 10 and number 5 are all times.
Eagle will take the 3. It's off the rim. Long rebound controlled by Plowman Tate.
Yeah, he didn't feel he had a matchup for those two players.
Jackson Young spinning his way to the right side of the paint. Kicks it back out to Connor Young. Back to Jackson. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Jackson Young. He disagrees, surprisingly enough.
Right. You know, Jackson comes in averaging almost 26 points a game. He's we've seen this team 4 times in person, and boy, he's an exciting player. He can take control.
He leads the team in pretty much every statistical. Kicked out. Jepson, the three-pointer is short. Rebound by Welch. Put back won't go. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Oddie. First 2 rebounds for the Cardinals, by the way. Jeremy Oddie.
Love it.
And Connor Young. Jackson Young draws contact from Jason Eagle and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 3, Jason Eagle is first, team first of the first half.
Yeah, Spring Lake Park, I mentioned 3 of their last 4 have been losses. Their only win in that stretch, a 1-point win against Centennial, 66-65. So they come in as the favorite, but Coon Rapids a little bit hotter. Winners 2 out of their last 3, but their hottest player just missed a pair of free throws. They have yet to put a point on the board in front of their home crowd. The pass way over the top, and Jepson possibly estimating that everybody on his team also 6'10".
Yeah, just looking down the keys for head coach Oliver Major, as we see head coach Micah Gork, is take care of the basketball. They didn't do that on that occasion, and gives the Cardinals an opportunity to come try and, again, get on the board.
Oddie kicks it back out. Jackson Young fake, finds a spot. Shot is off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Coon Rapids ball.
There's head coach Oliver Major. Had a nice conversation with him yesterday.
Plowman Tate for 3. That one's good. Coon Rapids on the board and in the lead.
Yeah, and again, I think that Spring Lake Park certainly cannot let him have that kind of space, because he can hit it from there just about any time that he takes the attempt.
Eagle in the middle. Traffic comes, kicks it out. 3-pointer for Spencer. Off the mark. Jackson Young, the rebound all alone. All the way up court to Connor. Connor kicks it back out. Oddie thought about it. Got Jepson in the air. Drives instead. Scoop shot with the left hand won't go. Okoye the rebound. Eagle jumps on the ball. Ties it up. Possession arrow favoring the Cardinals. So they retain possession. Just under 15 minutes to go. First half.
Like the effort by Okoye there to get that rebound.
Inbound to Plowman Tate. 3-pointer. Rattles out. Welch the rebound, and he'll bring it up court. Spencer across the midcourt line. Back to Welch, left side. Young got a hand on it, but Eagle able to recover. Eagle will drive and score.
That's a big man coming down the lane. Big, he's built. He's a strong young man. As we talked about, he's a football player.
Jackson Young gets some contact from Eagle. The fadeaway won't fall. Back the other way quickly is Spencer. Runs into traffic, tried to give it back to Jepson. And Okoye with the steal. Jackson Young behind the defense. And Coon Rapids back in front.
Again, Okoye with a nice play to take that ball away to lead to that basket.
Eagle nearly at his pocket picked. Welch able to recover. Cross for Spencer, waits for the defense to come. Welch into the corner, having to reach for it was Myron. Good passing, Jepson in close, put too much on it. Adi in good position as the rebound. Cardinals on the move again. Right side, Connor Young back up top to Adi. Jackson Young crosses over, gets to the paint, kicks it out. Plum and Tate. Connor Young way outside, drives in, great pass. Adi steps inside, jump shot won't go. Rebound by Myron.
Yeah, unfortunately not, but it was a great pass. Unfortunately, Adi couldn't drop that one.
Plum and Tate could be called for the hip check, as he was not going to give Nolan Myron the corner.
That's the first foul on him and the first team foul on Coon Rapids here. Tried to get around the corner. There you're going to see the infraction. We talked about Myron in the opening. He's averaging just a little over 19 points a contest.
It's a solid hip check.
Yep.
It's the wrong sport.
I mean, you're going to see Spring Lake Park around a 2-3 zone that's similar to Cambridge.
Samson LeClaire into the game for the first time. Eagle gets the inbound. Chipped away by Jackson Young, recovered by Adi on the run. Stops up, waits for traffic, and drops the bucket.
Yeah, great job, because they thought the Spring Lake Park defense thought that they were going to go to Jackson, so they kind of shaded towards him, allowing Jeremy to get the good look at the basket.
And the patience for the lane to clear.
Yes.
Spencer's pass deflected. LeClaire has it. Connor Young will slow it down. TPT from the left corner, back up top. Young, long three. It's going to be just short. Jackson Young, the rebound and the putback. And a timeout. Spring Lake Park down 5.
Yeah, just a great job by Jackson to get that rebound. And then, of course, the easy bucket to make it 9-4.
Mr. Taylor, thank you for helping me become the athlete I am today.
And Coach Majors calling that timeout. Doesn't like the flow right now where his team is participating. Jason Eagle, the only one with points on the board for the Panthers so far.
Well, and just last 6 points going to the home team.
There you
Great
can
patience again by Adi on the drive.
Absolutely, and you can see he kind of looked over at Jackson, and I know Coach Major said, you know, we have to know where 10 is. We have to make sure we're there to cover him and mark what he does. And as you said, good patience, allowing that defense to kind of flow that way, and he's able to make the bucket.
Welch crashes the lane and scores.
Yeah, good timeout for the Panthers. They certainly needed a bucket.
Quick answer, Jackson Young at the other end. Welch steps in, Eagle from the free throw line. He's got 6.
Got 6 of their 8.
LeClaire right side, Jackson Young in the corner, dancing. His pass deflected, taken away. Secured by Nelson, who hands it off to Eagle, and now Spencer into the front court.
That was a nice job by Myron to get into the passing lane.
Spencer and Nelson playing catch up top. Myron right corner. Long pass, gets through to Spencer. Jackson Young got a piece of it, free ball. Young on the floor, timeout called. Or are we gonna get a foul?
I think they're gonna call a foul.
No, we called timeout.
Oh, they did call timeout.
No, they did.
No, yeah, I thought they got a foul.
It's going to go against Ty Nelson. Great hustle, great effort from Jackson Young. May have gotten away with a little bit of a push there on Spencer.
Nonetheless, the officials called it for the Cardinals.
LeClaire hands off. Pass almost out of the reach of Connor Young. He recovers, backs away from Nelson. Matched up there by Welch. Plays catch with Jeremy Adi up top. Adi will put it on the floor. Couple steps in, kicks out. Plum and Tate for 3. That's off the mark. Welch has the rebound. And now Spencer. Back to Welch into the front court. Nelson in the corner. His pass underneath. And in and out for Myron.
I think he touched the rim.
We're going to have, it's going to count. It's going to be called basket interference.
Basket count. Down for Spring Park, number 1.
So back to a 1-point game.
Touched the net, the bottom of the net. Touched the officials are talking about it. He touched the bottom of the net, didn't touch the rim. So I don't know if that, I mean, and he did not pull down on the net.
No, he just brushed the rim.
It. Yeah.
That did not
even the rim, he grazed
that.
the net. Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to count it. So I'm guessing that's Myron's.
That's Myron's basket. Let's take another look at that. I mean, again, just the fade there. But again, I don't know if they say he touched enough of the net.
Yeah, it was already coming off the
I don't like that
the
call.
rim.
Yep.
But
nonetheless.
Okay. Long three for Jackson Young. That won't fall. The rebound for Pelkey underneath.
Yeah, Pelkey skied for that one.
He's going to get it on the other end for the fast break. No foul.
Spring Lake Park bench
no
thought
basket.
There should have been a foul.
That pass deflected.
Yep.
It will stay with the Cardinals.
One-point lead for the Cardinals with the ball.
Connor Young back to Plowman Tate. Pressured by Thompson. Adi right corner. Jackson Young working against Myron. Hands it off. LeClaire drives and scores.
Yeah, LeClaire did a really nice job of driving down the lane. Nobody's defending him for Spring Lake Park, and he was able to get the relatively easy bucket.
Myron cross court. Welch quickly to the corner for Thompson. His three won't fall. Pelkey the rebound underneath. His reverse won't go. Adi skies for the rebound in the land of Giants.
Yes, I love it.
Connor Young in the corner, bringing it back up top. Cycles a bit. Along the baseline, Adi kicks it out. Jackson Young for three. That's just short. Myron has the rebound. Just about midway
Another
through
steal.
that hit. LeClaire in the foot. Sends Young in on the breakaway, and he throws it down with authority.
Coach Major looked at the officials and said that's a foul, but nothing called.
A steal again for LeClaire. Jackson Young lays it up and in. A 7-point lead for the home team.
All of a sudden, Jackson Young with 10 points to lead all scorers. Another
almost ripped it away from Welch, but lost it out of bounds.
You know, there's so many facets to Jackson's game. I mean, sure, he's a 26 a night point scorer, but he does so much more than that defensively and setting up his teammates. He's just an unselfish player.
Leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals per game. The only statistical category he doesn't lead in is blocks. And nobody on the team averages a block per game. Pelkey gets the bucket and the foul. Kieran Wymore, fresh on the floor, called for the infraction.
You can see it again, just a nice look underneath. Myron finds Pelkey. There's the harm and an opportunity for a three-point play for the Panthers.
Pelkey not 6'10", but he is listed at 6'6".
That's tall.
Which makes him tall as anyone on the Coon Rapids roster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not able to convert on the three-point play, however.
Wow.
How about Jeremy Adi?
Adi
with the three-point play of his own.
He has 5.
Cardinal lead is 8. Thompson runs into traffic, draws a foul. It'll be on the floor. Pretty clean game so far. Just the third foul against the Cardinals, and Spring Lake Park has just 2. More than midway through, and you see Adi get 3 feet behind the arc.
Drains it. Joe, you need a hat like that.
Yeah. Myron from way outside is way off the mark. Another little guy with a rebound. Adi
thought about it.
Pump fake, draws the defense, gets inside, outside. LeClaire kicks it out. Wymore into TPT, drives baseline. His pass deflected. Coming up with it is LeClaire, not able to roll it home. TPT, a couple chances. LeClaire secures another. Wymore steps out, a three-pointer won't fall, and Thompson finally able to get the rebound for the Panthers.
I love the effort kicking it back out, moving around the perimeter. Wymore with a really good look, unfortunately just couldn't get the drop. And again, pretty good defense, but I think they're going to call Wymore with the foul.
Unfortunate because they had to be getting very close to a backcourt violation.
Yeah, official
nearly
call.
A steal for Jackson, but then Wymore trying to reach through and called for the foul.
Yeah, and again, it's he's a little frustrated coming out, but I love the hustle from him. Wymore just coming off the bench, adding a lot of energy to this squad.
Well, Cody DeGogo comes out. He was injured last time we saw these guys play. Myron alone underneath. He's fouled by Adi, who will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he got bumped. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get the basket to fall, so he'll have to earn a couple from the stripe.
Myron just 2 points so far. And his 2, the only 2 on the floor for Spring Lake Park. The 4 others still zeros. And not able to add to it with that one. 6:54 on the clock, first half. Myron missed them both. Plowman Tate has the rebound. Cardinals easily into the front court. DeGogo back to Jackson Young. DeGogo, a little head fake, drives baseline, draws contact, will go to the line and shoot 2. Sawyer Thompson thought he had all ball.
No, they called it on Jepson. See it here. Jepson's going to step out.
Oh,
yeah. He kind of pulled his arm.
And so Thompson did have all ball, but that's pass interference.
Yeah.
He just grabbed him as he ran by. Good call. Good call, Stripes. Or Gray.
I was going to say, they're not really Stripes, are they?
Not anymore.
Not tonight. They're great. Black and gray.
We do appreciate the officials. We get on them from time to time, but it is critical that they be here, or we couldn't have these games.
This is true. Well, we could.
DeGogo missed them both. Free throw shooting has both coaches scratching their heads in the first half. Ty Nelson into the front court. Back across to Spencer. Spencer will throw it up. In and out. Adi, another rebound.
What's that, 3 for him so far?
At least.
That's right at his average.
Driving the lane is Plowman Tate, and he's on the board.
I like the job they did defensively just to make sure they didn't pick up the foul, but Plowman Tate with a solid bucket. He's got 5.
Yeah, that was his first. He had the first points of the night for the Cardinals. That's his first point since. That shot did everything but fall for Jepson. And Coon Rapids right back on offense. Adi against Jepson, a little bit of a mismatch. LeClaire thought he was mugged. Instead, it's tipped free, and Cardinals will keep it. Adi inbounds to Jackson Young in the corner, working against Myron along the baseline, runs into traffic, picks it up, back out to Plowman Tate. Cardinals will reset up top. Working against that man coverage, trying to get somebody lost. Long levers of Aaron Jepson, able to knock that one away. Even when he's not right on his guy, he's still kind of covering his guy.
Well, yeah, because he's got those really long arms. and at 6'10", that's a presence underneath. He's not the
inbound to Jackson Young in the paint. He scores.
Love the way they find Jackson underneath the basket there. And again, defensively, Spring Lake Park needs to do a better job on him. And
Young gets another deflection. LeClaire had it into the front court. This one got free again. LeClaire able to recover to go. In on Jepson, will kick it back out. Palmate, a three-pointer, that's off the mark. The rebound by Nelson. He wants to run for the Panthers. Stops up, looking for help. Thompson, an open look, knocks it down. I was watching him in warm-ups. He was hitting repeatedly from that spot.
Well, you know, and they needed him. They needed that bucket for sure. Lead is 9 for the Cardinals.
Jackson Young working against Cal Spencer. Gets around him into the paint against Jepson, not able to get it to go. Gets his own rebound and follow, though. That's just Jackson taking over.
Yeah, absolutely. And just following his miss and being where he needs to be, knowing where he needs to be.
He just took it from midcourt against all 5 on the floor in white. Went straight up against 6'10" and came out the victor. Good solid rebound from Plowman Tate. Adi. Nelson draped on him like a robe. Great look underneath, and Young can't get the reverse to go. Myron thought about this shot, puts it on the floor instead. Spencer to Thompson, same spot, same result. Another three-pointer.
So he has 6, 26-18 in favor of the Cardinals with 3:40 remaining in this opening half.
Cody DeGogo steps up, kicks it out. Adi to the baseline, backs away from Thompson. LeClaire trying to get inside. Jepson. How is that not a foul? I'm so confused. And I understand Jeremy Adi kind of just wrapped his guy up there. And
let's see it again.
Okay, he grabs the arm. That delays the dribble, and then he reaches in here,
and he's grabbing his arm again.
Tackles him. How is that not a foul? Oh, goodness.
I love it.
Oh, we have fun.
We do have fun.
We have fun.
We do have fun. That's the name of the game.
Jepson in the middle, and good passing. Eagle an open look for 3. He knocks it down.
All of a sudden, it's a 5-point Cardinal lead. And give credit to Spring Lake Park. They've done a nice job of cutting into it.
Well, 3 three-pointers in a 9-2 run to cut into what was once a 12-point lead. Jackson Young working against Thompson. Will take the 3 and hit it.
Well, you know, when you give up a 3, you answer with a 3. 17 points for Jackson Young.
Thompson tries to answer, won't fall. Rebound deflected to DeGogo. He'll slow things down, bring it into the front court. Connor Young, quick three-pointer. That's off the mark. Pushed out of bounds by Tegan Plowman Tate. TPT's got some ups.
Oh, yeah. He's an athlete.
And he's got some levers as well.
Yes, he does.
He's done a really nice job tonight, even when he doesn't technically have position of getting up and getting a piece of rebounds without getting fouls. Pass deflected. Coach Agoric disagrees.
Yes.
Eagle inbounds to Jepson, hands off to Welch. Runs to the right side, kicks it out. Nolan Roach up top. Back to Welch, down low. Jepson from behind the baseline, or backboard. Shot won't fall. Connor Young. Rebound, gets it up through traffic to Gogo. Gets a foul.
Yeah,
Thompson lobbying for the travel.
After he got pounded to the floor.
What I've always thought that basketball needed was checking and holding.
Yeah.
Tackling is good. I mean, the first one, and I don't know, they did call it on Thompson, so that was the initial. Plowman Tate working against Eagle. Kicks it out. Jackson Young, long three. Wow. Still good.
Cardinals able to build that lead back up.
Young's got 20 in the first half.
That's pretty good.
A little less than 90 seconds remain before the break. Myron trying to answer, won't find the net. Taking Plowman Tate flies in with the rebound. Plowman Tate, the three, won't go. Myron has the rebound.
It's a kick.
Oh, deflected out. Is it a kick when you just hit the guy in the heel when he's running?
He kicked his heel.
Either way, it's going to be Spring Lake Park ball. Whether it was kicked or just deflected out, doesn't matter. Open look for three from the corner, and Roach delivers.
Under a minute.
Jackson Young working against Myron, will back out. Eagle comes over the double team, gets the steal. Nolan Roach. And that was definitely a kick. You know, if you're in here in gym class, that's a double in a kickball game. And with the left foot, no less, for Connor Young. Soccer player.
Yep. Both
Youngs. Will we see Connor start to kick an oblong ball now that Jackson is
very possible
graduating? I don't know. Eagle kicks it out. Welch to Jepson in the corner for three. Won't go. Plowman Tate the rebound. 20 seconds left. Coon Rapids wants to hold for the final shot.
And they should.
Lead is 8. Pence. Great look and a good finish for Plowman Tate underneath. That one nearly goes from three-quarter court, but great pass from John Pence. Taking Plowman Tate underneath for the basket, and Coon Rapids is going to the locker room with a 10-point lead. And just an unbelievable performance from their leader, Jackson Young. He had 20 points. Just the 2 3-pointers that came back-to-back late in that half. And now down on the court with Coach O'Gorick is Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Nice lead for you at the break, Coach. And, you know, I think it all starts with defense. I think you guys did a really nice job getting in passing lane, getting turnovers, converting to points. Your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I like where we are defensively for the most part. I think our zone's bothering them a little bit. We got to be ready for what adjustments they're going to make. They've tried a couple alignments and things, and I like the way that we've adjusted too. We've done a good job playing two at times, so like on the backside. So a couple moments we've fallen asleep, but for the most part, I can't complain with how we've defended. Also helps, we only have 5 turnovers, so when we take care of the ball, that allows us to really get all 5 guys back on defense, so that's helping us as well.
They cut into the lead with some threes. What do you do in the second half to kind of prevent some of that from happening?
We just got to know who their shooters are. We know, like, number one here, he hit a couple, so he whapped one, and then the second one, he's loading up, and we're sort of staring at him. That's not, you know, we can't let that happen. We know he is probably their second, third best shooter in the group. But so it's just being cognizant of who's hot and just be ready to, when do we run a guy off and when do we let a guy load up? We don't want him to load up.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We're going to take a quick break to break down this first half right after this.
The North Suburban Home Show celebrates 25 years of all things home improvement. Connect with local experts for remodeling ideas and money-saving tips. It's everything for your home, inside and out. The North Suburban Home Show is Saturday, March 8th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Andover YMCA Community Center. Meet more than 100 exhibitors and be inspired. Bathrooms, bedrooms, lighting, flooring, kitchens, home tech, landscaping, roofing, windows, and more. Plus free one-on-one advice from an architect. Don't miss the North Suburban Home Show March 8th at the Andover Community Center. Admission is free. Sponsored by the cities of Andover, Anoka, Coon Rapids, and the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce.
Spring Lake Park came in maybe as a slight favorite due to their record. The Coon Rapids a 10-point lead, and we talk about him all the time. Jackson Young has the ability to put the team on his back, and boy, did he do so in that first half. Taken Plum and Tate, rather, had the first points of the half for the Cardinals, and Jason Eagle was not maybe the scorer they anticipated leading the way for Spring Lake Park, but he has 9 points at the half, and that is the lead for them. On the flip side, Jackson Young has been everywhere.
He has been.
20 points, including the dunk on the breakaway.
Yeah, but he's 6 points away from his average, and we're at the break with 20.
Jeremy Oddie with 5 points in that first half. Plum and Tate had 7. And Coon Rapids, most importantly, on top, looking for their second straight win against a conference opponent. We'll take a break, be back with the second half after this. You're watching live boys high school basketball on CTN.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. We're at the break, 34-24 lead for Coon Rapids. I'm here with Spring Lake Park head coach Oliver Major. Coach, what was your message to the guys in between the break, down by 10?
We need to work a lot harder. We're giving up some easy buckets. We're turning the ball over, not getting back on defense, getting us some offensive rebounds. And then on offense, we're not playing poised and patient. We knew they were going to come out in 1-3-1, and we're kind of throwing the ball around and not playing tough and physical. So
thanks.
better.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. I'm going to throw it to the best in the business. He's not here, but Joe will take it over.
And you really enjoyed
Wow.
the day in her class.
May not be the best in the business, but here I sit. A 34-24 lead for Coon Rapids at the half. They've put some more time back on the halftime clock, so rather than chat at you for another 90 seconds, we're going to take another break, and we'll be back with the second half after this on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then two noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Just about ready to get the second half underway. Jackson Young has been unconscious.
He has.
For the home team, a dunk, a couple of three-pointers. Fast breaks, putbacks, just about every way you can score. He's done it in the first half, taking Plum and Tate. Solid half as well. just 7. He didn't have to do much because Jackson was doing it all. And we'll see if Coach Major's message sinks in on offense on how to deal with the 1-3-1 and stay patient. Okoye called for the very early foul, trying to control the much larger Aaron Jepson.
So I give Joe a shot, a shot, and then hit him in the head with the microphone. Joe, you okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Are you sure?
I got a hard head.
Because you are the best in the business.
They open up Myron in the corner for 3. That does everything but fall. Jackson Young has the rebound. Adi into the front court, running the corner on Welch, will stop up. Plowman Tate up top, thought about the shot. Great look. Okoye bobbled it a bit, but he's able to finish.
Yeah, I mean, and again, good job there. He wasn't being defended underneath, and he was able to overcome that little bit of a bobble and get the bucket. Cardinals lead by 12.
And that is a backcourt violation. Yep. Yeah, that equals their largest lead of that first half.
Shoot that ball! Shoot that ball!
Plowman Tate directing traffic as he gets it across the timeline. Jaden Okoye at the top of the key. Waiting for Adi, and then Jackson Young. He'll take the 3, and he's got another one.
Yeah, early timeout by Coach Major. And, you know, I would have liked it had I known they were putting a couple of minutes back on the clock. I would have liked to have asked him a couple more questions. You know, he talked about some things during the, in the keys, and he said basically taking care of the basketball was really important. A lot of turnovers in that first half as Jackson Young is going to drop that 3 to give him 23.
Well, you've got Nolan Myron averaging better than 19 points a game, and so far he has 2, and that came on a very questionable backboard interference or net interference violation. So he hasn't even put the ball through the cylinder in that first half.
Yep, absolutely.
Meanwhile, the guy you knew you had to keep an eye on, Jackson Young, has 23, and the 2 guys you wanted to make sure you put a cap on have combined for 30 points, which is 6 more than your team has put up a minute into the second half. So, yeah, things not going the way Coach Major wanted, hoped.
No, definitely not.
And still in a ball game, down 15.
Yeah, and again, he was hoping that the opportunity, to cut into that lead to start this second half was there for him. But, give credit for the Cardinals because it's a nice job of increasing that lead to 15 points.
So, and again, they've lost 3 of their last 4. Myron alone underneath. And that's how you get your big gun going.
Yeah, you need to get
some
him.
easy baskets.
You need to get him going. Well below his average.
Jackson Young drawing the defense, tosses out. Plowman Tate, long 3 is short. Long rebound, Welch. It hit Plowman Tate. Eagle goes to the floor to recover. Gets it to Welch in the middle. Jepson,
like I thought that was
fouled,
a walk.
and the basket will count.
Yeah, there's a little size mismatch between Connor Young and Jepson. Yeah, you can see where the contact was.
For Jepson, his first points of the night. He hits the free throw cleanly. And the lead back to 10. Jaden Okoye hands off for Adi. Adi working against Cal Spencer. Hands it off, Plowman Tate drawing Eagle from the basket. Jackson Young right side under 10 seconds, gets around Myron, and he draws the foul. Will go to the line and shoot 2. Jepson will be the guilty party. No, they give it to Cal Spencer.
That's his team first.
I don't know. Cal Spencer was nowhere near.
No.
He's looking over at the bench like,
What?
Say what? I wasn't even down there. Coach.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench.
He's not on the bench, but yeah, that was should have been Jepson's foul. Jackson hits the first. And he hits them both. Eagle down low, a lot of traffic there. Okoye able to relieve him of the basketball and give it up to Jeremiotti. Hands off to Jackson Young, high on the right wing. Spins off the screen. Eagle gets in and digs it free. Spencer into the front court for the Panthers. Welch kicks it back out. Eagle for three. He's got another one. He's got a dozen.
Yeah, we talked to Coach O about that. They were hitting that three in the first half.
Jackson Young for the answer. This one in and out.
They call Jepson.
But then he indicated basket will count, but
no basket. How's the basket count? Didn't go in.
It never went in.
Give it to him. Give it to him. He's a good kid.
Jepson, or maybe he's just saying it was on the floor.
That could be.
But there was no secondary shot, so of course it was on the floor. But the Cardinals turn it right back over. Or maybe I just don't know how they communicate in basketball refereeing sign language. Well, it is technically referees.
No, I get it.
Sign language, different sports. They have similar motions and sometimes mean different things or sometimes mean the same. Although, charging in hockey is a false start in football.
Correct.
Three-pointer for Eagle from the left side. This time it won't go. Jackson Young has the rebound and met at center by Myron. Hands off, Samson LeClaire. Young flips it behind his back. Plowman Tate from the corner. Won't go. LeClaire battles for the rebound. Plowman Tate to the basket for two.
Yeah, disappointed by the fact that he missed that three, but a great job by LeClaire to get that battle for that basketball. Gives it back to him.
Kieran Wymore battled for that. Jackson Young will pump fake. Another chance. Another three.
He's at 28 points with 14 minutes left in the first half.
No, second half.
I mean, second half, sorry.
4 minutes
That would be great. That'd be great.
Jepson in the middle, and nobody going to be able to get into his sight line.
I'm just so excited. It just gets the best of me sometimes.
Jackson Young driving against Myron, kicks it out. Adi, a little head fake. Drives, spins, cuts back, lost the handle, out of bounds. Panther ball.
A great hustle by Wymore.
Well, first, and then he got it free with all that hustle, and then he dives for it and nearly kept it from being recovered by a teammate. So, but yeah, you got to love the effort from Kieran Wymore.
Yes.
A couple of fouls in that first half, so limited his time a little bit. Wymore steps into the lane, gets the steal, runs the floor, and gets the basket.
Yeah, again, he's such a good contributor off the bench. Gives the Cardinals some spark when he's in the lineup, and he's so athletic, and you saw there, he just made something happen and got the bucket.
Eagle in the left corner, splits a couple of defenders, draws a foul. It's going to go against Jeremiotti. It'll be his third.
Foul Scotland number one, Jeremiotti. His third personal, 13 foul. In for Swinging Park, number 4, Ty Nelson.
Ty Nelson in for
Jeremy
the Panthers.
Pleading with the official as to what he did to pick up his third foul, and
Cody
heads for the bench.
Yep, Cody DeGogo will take his place.
Rotate to Eagle in the corner, ran into Plowman Tate. Into the middle, Nelson coughed it up. Touched by the Cardinals on the way out. Nelson hands it off to Welch. Just about 5 minutes into this second half. And that pass off the mark, a little miscommunication and another turnover. We talked about it, Shapiro.
We did.
One of those things that they were looking to limit, and they have not been able to do so. Myron uses the fake, but can't get it to fall. Still just 4 points in the game.
Nelson, who had the last takeaway that led to that miss by Myron, gets called for the infraction. That's his second, team third.
Left side, Kieran Wymore puts it on the floor, gets around Welch. A little too much on it. Thompson has the rebound for Spring Lake Park. Eagle thought about the three, steps inside instead, now wants help. Finds it in the corner, Nelson for three, that won't go. DeGogo had the rebound, punched away, he's able to recover. Then his pass off the mark, LeClaire comes back to it. His pass deflected out of bounds by Sawyer Thompson.
Got a little sloppy there, but fortunately the Cardinals will retain possession with a 14-point lead. Still plenty of time remaining in the second half.
Cardinals setting up on offense. Cody DeGogo up top for Wymore. Plowman Tate for three. That's off the mark. Thompson, easy rebound. Welch fires it underneath. Eagle can't get it to go. LeClaire, again, a big effort play. Stopping and popping, but not dropping is Jackson Young. Eagle at the other end alone. He's able to reverse it home.
He leads all scorers for Spring Lake Park with 14.
Kieran Wymore tried to kick it back. He was bumped to the floor. LeClaire gets the contact, and that is going to go against Jason Eagle.
So that'll be his second, team fourth.
LeClaire thought about it and then put it on the floor against Eagle. DeGogo along the baseline, stepped on the line, and the Cardinals turn it over.
I know Coach O's not happy with the turnover in that situation, but he's got to feels pretty good about a 12-point lead.
Yeah, but can't get casual with that lead.
You cannot.
Still plenty of ball game, and they got a couple of guys that can light it
like
up
that.
if they get hot. And Thompson, his third three-pointer of the night.
Another turnover.
And then a turnover. Myron on the run, scores easily. And the first time out tonight for the home team.
Yeah, and Coach O, you can see he's a little discouraged here with the performance in the last minute and a half by his squad as the Panthers able to cut into this lead. Now it's just 7 for the Cardinals. And again, it's just based on turnovers as Myron able to get the bucket. Not sure how many points Myron has at this spot. He's not on the scoreboard.
He's got 6.
6? Is it 6? Yep. Okay. So again, we talked about, obviously well below his average of 19. And they're going to need him here in the second half, Joe, if they want to get back into it. You can see they're going to need his scoring for sure.
Well, and no sooner did we start talking about can't rest on that 12-point lead. It evaporated. 7 unanswered for Spring Lake Park, has them back within 7. 10:45 to go. Plowman Tate will start up court. Jackson Young and now Samson LeClaire. Eagle punches it free. LeClaire recovers in the backcourt. Kieran Wymore. Up top to Jackson Young. Myron backs off. Young crosses over. Tied up by Eagle.
Yeah, jump ball is the possession.
Coach O thought there should have been contact.
Yep.
Not the way it was seen. But it stays with the Cardinals on the possession
Let's
arrow.
take another look at it. We'll see if there was contact. I think he got pretty much on ball there.
2-1, and Tegan Plum and Tate not aware of the shot clock. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Either way, a turnover. And Spring Lake Park an opportunity to cut even deeper into this lead. Myron kicks it back out. Welsh for 3, it's good.
Lead is now 4 for the Cardinals. And you're seeing a really good job of defensively of the Panthers pressuring the Cardinals here. And again,
Plum and Tate goes to the floor. Cardinals call timeout to maintain possession. As the Panthers have clearly decided to fight back.
they certainly have. And
10 unanswered now.
Yeah, and again, that's something that I know Coach O has got to be a little concerned with. Coach Schumann's drawing up a play.
Last time the lead was less than 4. It was 13-10. Now it sits at 48-44.
Oh, the key is pressure by the Panthers, causing the Cardinals to turn the ball over, and and the Panthers have been successful in getting buckets to cut into the lead.
Plum and Tate a look from the corner, gets the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 3. And I love Thompson's reaction. What do you mean? You can't make contact even after the ball is gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a foolish foul
Yeah,
for
I totally agree.
Spring Lake Park. You put a good shooter who has been struggling at the line to shoot 3. And TPT
Ouch.
not able to get the roll on the first.
Yeah, that hurts. It looked like that might possibly go through.
Able to make the second.
Connor Young back into the game for Coon Rapids.
Plum and Tate able to hit 2 of 3. He's into double digits. And it's a 50-44 lead. Nelson was blocked by TPT, but stays with it. Finally punched free. LeClaire down court. Welch went up to challenge for it, and he got possession, came down on the line. That was good effort on both sides. I mean, he's clearly got the size advantage on Connor Young. But, wow, what effort from Ty Nelson. Just how many chances you get? That one was in and out, and then Plum and Tate. That's what I was talking about earlier. Just he's done a great job of, even when he doesn't have position, still battling for those balls and not being called for the foul. That one he's able to punch to LeClaire, and then now Coon Rapids setting up on offense. LeClaire driving and scoring.
And just a really nice dish from Connor Young. Lead now up to 8 for the Cardinals.
Eagle in the middle. Wanted to pass. Wymore nearly got the steal. Myron cross court. Welch underneath. Bobbled a bit by Nelson. He backs out. They work it around. Thompson, long three. It's good.
They got to get a body out on him. We saw him do that in the first half. He's got a couple of threes here in the second half. He has a dozen for the Panthers.
Jackson Young kicks it out. Connor Young for three. That's off the mark. Myron the rebound. Just a 5-point deficit. Nelson in the right corner. Defense comes. Cross court. Thompson wants more. This time won't fall. Wymore the rebound will head up court. Jackson Young spins away from Myron. Gives it back to Wymore. That pass nearly taken away. Plum and Tate working against Thompson. LeClaire in the corner. Now Connor Young. Wymore, three from the corner. That won't go. And Eagle boxes out like a lineman. Three-pointer off the mark. Welch has the rebound, though, underneath. Eagle flips it back. Bucket and the foul.
Wow.
And it's back to a one-possession game.
Basket counts by number 3.
So 52-49, 16 points for Eagle.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout here. 7:22 remaining, Joe, and all of a sudden it's a ball game.
Well, 14-point lead has evaporated. Well, at this point, it's a 15-4 run. But a free throw upcoming that can make this a 2-point game. And again, the last time it was less than that was early in the first half.
Yeah, what kind of looked like a Cardinal opportunity to run away with the game. All of a sudden, Spring Lake Park said, "No, we're not gonna let that happen," and they've scratched and clawed their way back into this one.
Four three-pointers late in the first half, and now 4 3-pointers to this point in the second.
Yeah.
A little more than midway through.
Yeah, we talked about in the opening. You know, they're a good club, Spring Lake Park. They come in at 9-7. They're looking to battle back here this evening on the road.
Well, and they've done a nice job. Again, this is a team that's lost 3 of their last 4. Their one win just by 2 points, or 1 point, rather, against Centennial last week. And you know, if Coon Rapids was able to build that lead any further, you might have seen them start to hang their heads and think, here we go again. Instead, they got the spark, and they have really put the pressure on the home team, now down by 2. And, you know, Jason Eagle has been a big part of it, 17 to lead the way for Spring Lake Park. Jackson Young into the lane, spins to his right. Shot won't fall. The rebound by Nolan Roach. And Spring Lake Park, an opportunity to tie or take the lead on this possession. Thompson from the corner. Spring Lake Park is in front, 53-52.
And again, Thompson is just unconscious from the three-point line. He's got 5 of them. And you see them work the ball around the perimeter, trying to find him open. Another turnover by the Panthers.
Thompson, breakaway bucket.
All of a sudden, the Panthers with a 3-point cushion.
I was going to say the last time they had the lead was at 4-2 or 4-3 rather.
Yep.
Driving is Connor Young. It's knocked away out of bounds.
Well, the Cardinals just need a bucket.
6:01 to go in the second half. It's been a tale of 2 halves so far. Plowman Tate bumped by his own teammate. It was definitely a walk, and Jackson Young knocks down the three-pointer to tie it up at 55.
Yeah, how did the official not call a walk in that situation? I mean, it wasn't planned that way because he got the contact from his own teammate.
Oh, there was a walk underneath. Oh, and they are going to call it. I thought they were going to call it a foul.
Coach Major, he's not happy.
Eagle definitely had some extra steps.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Traffic and.
Oh yeah.
At least 2 or 3 extras. But yeah, I think Coach Major is still unhappy with
that last one trip down
on taking Plowman Tate that then led to Jackson Young hitting a three-pointer, a guy they had quieted. Plowman Tate drives, gets the foul on Eagle. That'll be his third. It'll put Plowman Tate at the line to shoot 2. 55 all, 5:31 to go.
Yeah, another 30-point effort for Jackson Young so far tonight. 31 here with 5:31 remaining. I mean, that's just a day at the office for him.
Big free throws. Adi back in with his 3 fouls. And Plowman Tate hits them both. Coon Rapids back in front. Under 5.5 to play. Myron in the corner, gets around Pence. His shot in close, won't go. Got his own rebound, puts it back. We're tied at 57.
Yeah, just a great job of staying with it by Myron after his miss.
Wymore spins back to his right, shot off the back iron, and Young is going to be called for a foul from, how can you tell from behind if he had contact reaching around to the front to knock the ball free?
Well, he's the same official that didn't see the travel. He's the same official that didn't see the travel either.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, but
yeah,
from that vantage point, I'm not sure that you can.
I don't think he's the official. I don't think he's the official to call that, but it was an infraction.
Well, I don't know. He got a lot of ball.
He got a little bit of a body.
It's just the first on Jackson.
Yeah.
Adi got a piece of the pass, deflected it out of play. 57 all. 4:48 on the clock. This one may come down to a final possession.
Very well could.
Seen both teams get the opportunity and put together big strings. Huge block from behind by Plowman Tate, but Myron battles for the ball, gets his way back, airborne, gets the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Gonna call down LeClaire. Again, look at the job here from behind by
again good hops and long levers.
Got a piece of the ball, but there you're going to see the contact.
The foul's going to be called against Samson LeClaire.
Yep.
Myron hits the first. He's got 9. And he hits them both.
Now he's in double digits with the 10. 17 from Eagle and 10 from Myron. 17.
Into the corner, Adi. Up top for Wymore. Poked free by Thompson. Gets to the front court, leaves it off for Welch underneath. Myron back out. Eagle from the top of the key. That won't go. Flying rebound. Young thought he got a block, but Nolan Roach is headed to the line and shoot 2.
I thought he did as well. That's his second. Let's see it. Ooh, I thought he got ball, but
you also have the benefit of slow motion replay.
I did, but I thought from here it looked like he got all ball.
First from Roach is off the mark. Timeout. Coon Rapids, 3:59 to go. will remain a one-score game regardless whether Nolan Roach able to hit the second.
Well, good call. I like the timeout, the opportunity for Coach O to draw some things up. Gives Eagle an opportunity to think about that second shot from the stripe. So you see the Panthers in the bonus situation. That was the 7th team foul on the Cardinals. Spring Lake Park just won away from themselves from the bonus situation. They're sitting at 6 team fouls.
Coon Rapids led by as much as 12 in the first half, as much as 14 here in the second. But a 19-4 run for Spring Lake Park through the middle part of this second half has brought this back to a ball game, and now they have a 2-point lead. And it'll stay a 2-point lead.
That's
Eagle's
Eagle.
going to get called for going over the back on Samson LeClaire, and that should make it a 1-and-1 at the other end.
Yep, and that's 4 on Eagle. He's trying to get some clarification from the official, but
At the line for the Cardinals, shooting the 1-1, number 20, Samson LeClaire.
Jepson's going to come back in for Eagle with his 4 personals.
Well, and that's a couple of football players battling for possession, right?
Yep.
Position, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Samson LeClaire. Well, position and possession.
Exactly.
Samson LeClaire and Jason Eagle. LeClaire is short, gets his own rebound, gets it out to Jackson Young, steps back inside, shot won't go. Myron has the rebound for Spring Lake Park. They keep it with a 2-point lead.
Big possession defensively for the Cardinals here. They don't want to give up a bucket.
Thompson baseline, gets his own miss. Myron back up top, Jepson to Thompson. Cross to Welch, spins, kicks it out, tips away from Jepson, a steal for Adi. Adi on the break, nearly had it ripped, and then wait, how is that a double dribble?
That's a terrible call.
How in the, I mean, if you want to call it a travel, I might be able to understand.
But it's not a double dribble.
But there was clearly contact from the defensive player right there.
There, he got the ball.
How is that a double dribble?
Yeah, that's
and he never put it back on the floor.
That's an awful call.
There's no way.
That
I mean,
is
that's as bad as the tackle in the first half by Jepson. I mean, some of these calls, and again, I don't mean to get on them. They know far more. They've forgotten more about the game of basketball than I will ever know. And definitely, they know the rules better than I do. But I'm pretty sure that that's the way that it works for a double dribble. If a defender gets a hand on the ball
and knocks it away,
and you recover it, and he didn't even put it back on the floor, so even if he had only scooped it up,
he did.
It's still not a double dribble. I don't know.
I don't know. The officials are talking about it.
And they're having a long conversation, and it will be Coon Rapids basketball.
As well it should be. As well it should be.
I mean, that was... Coach Major is like, hey, what made you change your mind?
Because it was the right call.
Because the rules.
Yeah, the rules made us change our mind.
Because, I mean, it's been curious, some of the things we have seen tonight. Adi inbounds to LeClaire in the corner. Up top to Wymore. And now Jackson Young. Kicks it out. Taken away by Jepson. It's those long arms getting in the passing lane again. Jepson in the middle. Back out. Thompson, another 3. This time in and out. Jepson fadeaway is good.
Jepson has 7.
And the Cardinals, who were moving the ball with confidence and meaning in the first half, have really been out of rhythm here in the second.
There hasn't been flow to their offense here in a little while.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. Spinning jump shot is off the mark for Jackson Young.
He's missed his last couple of shots, haven't gotten it to fall. He's been sitting at 31 for a little while.
Well, clearly off the pace of 20 he had in the first half. And now the time on the side of Spring Lake Park with the 4-point lead. Patiently moving that zone defense around. Welsh cutting through underneath. A block by Taken Plum, and Tate. Adi got a hand in on the pass as Jepson had recovered, and his pass was deflected out of way. 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
I mean, look, great job, great block by TPT underneath. And a really good save by our camera guy, Dave Emmy. Is he able to use his soccer skills to keep the ball in front of him?
Inbound to Myron, steps in. And he is fouled by LeClaire. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Big free throws, an opportunity to push the lead even further. Eight unanswered points and a 6-point lead for Spring Lake Park. Just over 90 seconds remaining. Long three for Young is off the mark, and the rebound easily by Ty Nelson. A steal for Jackson Young, a breakaway, and a layup.
Now you can see pressure from the Cardinals.
Nelson into the front court. Timeout, Spring Lake Park, 1:06 on the clock. And yeah, you talk about a game that it looked like Coon Rapids, dominated in the first half. Early in the second, looked like it was going to be more of the same, and they might be able to have a convincing win, get their second in a row against conference opponent. Spring Lake Park showed their mettle getting this one turned around from that midway point and just putting together a couple of big streaks.
Cardinals were up by as many, I think, as 15 at one point.
14.
14?
48-34, their largest lead. Well, I suppose it was 14 at 46-32 as well.
Yeah. Nonetheless.
But yes, 14 is as high as it has gone. And since that time, 29-11. They have been outscored by the visitors.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to give all the credit in the world to Spring Lake Park. They, as you mentioned, at one point they could have hung their heads, and they certainly did not. And they scrapped and they clawed and they fought, and they're sitting with a 4-point lead and the basketball with 1:06 remaining.
Thompson nearly had it punched away, able to get it back to Welch. They're waiting for the foul. Myron does get the call and will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Everyone arguing pleading their case. But Togogo going to be called for the infraction, and a good free throw shooter back at the free throw line.
Hey, he's not supposed to make contact with our shooter. He's not supposed to touch our shooter.
Myron hits them both. Three-pointer for Young is good. It's a 3-point game.
Quick foul on Noddy.
That'll be his 4th, but it gets the clock stopped. 33.9.
That's what they had to do, unless they were, couldn't get the turnover. That's just cold-blooded shot by
36
Jackson Young.
points. Matches his career best, which he had last time out against Rogers.
That's a big free throw.
Welch puts it back to a 2-possession game. Second one won't go. The rebound by Young. Young works his way to the front court against Myron. Lost the handle, able to recover. Picks up the double team, drives, gets the foul. Will go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul is called at number 22, Nolan Myron.
Timeout, Spring Lake Park.
When you think about missing the second free throw and pushing it back out,
I don't think so.
Or otherwise, you're going to have to foul right away. So either or.
And I think you get the only guy you have in foul trouble is Jeremy Oddie.
Yeah.
And as long as the foul comes from someone else, and even if it is Jeremy,
even if it is, yeah, no,
I mean that's not terrible either.
Not with 20, little under 24 seconds remaining.
I think if you can get it to a 2-point game, you get it to a 2-point game, and then you try and kill the clock as quick as possible.
Right. Well, you have to.
Because I mean, if you miss on purpose, you also have to hope that you get the ball back.
I get it.
There is obviously that opportunity to miss, get it back, get a 3-pointer, tie the game,
right?
Or get a 3-point play to tie the game,
right.
But I'm sure the boys in white are going to do everything they can not to foul.
Correct.
But I have never claimed to be an outstanding basketball mind a la Mike Ogorek.
Correct. Well, that is for sure. Nor am I.
Or for that matter, Matt Schumann, Sam Carver, or Nolan Schlinshaw. Anyone sitting on the bench.
Anyone on the bench.
Including the players, really.
Exactly.
Young is short. TPT punches it. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Spring Lake Park. Coon Rapids ball with 20 seconds left.
So did he miss it?
He did.
He did. I mean, did he miss it purposefully?
Yeah, it was awfully flat.
I thought so too.
Jackson's a pretty good shooter.
Yeah.
And that was awfully flat. They were lucky though that Spring Lake Park player actually touched it, let it get out of bounds off of him. Opportunity for the tie, and wow, is that just a whole lot of mess of how is there no foul?
Woo, baby.
Plum and Tate just rode him out right into the coach.
Right into the coach, took the coach to the floor.
I mean, he bobbles it there, and and to be fair, Thompson was dragging on him a bit. Young, 4 seconds left. Will force it up, won't go, blocked. A foul with 1 second left on the floor, and it's going to go against Jackson Young, so that will essentially do it. A big come from behind win for Spring Lake Park. Jackson Young did everything he could, 37 points. He and Tegan Plum and Tate combined for 50.
Of the 63. Yeah.
But for Coon Rapids, just too much from Spring Lake Park down the stretch, and they knew they were going to key on 10 and not give him a chance at all to get that shot off. He tried to force it through, hoping he would get fouled and be able to go to the line with a chance to tie. Instead, Spring Lake Park able to get the ball, take the foul, and just 1 second left on the clock, and it's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Eagles. So theoretically, if he missed the first one, the Cardinals rebounded and chucked it the length of the floor into the cylinder, we'd have a tie game and we'd go to overtime.
Nothing would surprise me.
That would surprise me.
Nah, I know.
And it kind of fitting to Jason Eagle at the line because he's been so big. Oh, that was their 10th. I thought that was only the 9th. So he's got another opportunity to make it a 2-possession game. But even in a miss like that one, Spring Lake Park gets the rebound, holds for the buzzer, and they will go home happy with a 66-63 win.
Yeah, win number 10 on the season for the Panthers. The Cardinals fall to 5-11. But this is a good one. And again, you got to give credit to the Panthers. They did a really nice job after being down at the break, coming back in the second half, fighting back into this game. Unfortunately, the Cardinals couldn't do it on their home court. And it's a tough loss for Coon Rapids.
Well, and clearly able to get their big guns going. And more importantly, I think, for Spring Lake Park is they kept Coon Rapids' offense from finding any rhythm in the second half. And that is why they were able to put together a couple of big spurts and get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and again, so it's back to the drawing board for the Cardinals. They came in here looking at the opportunity to get another win on their home court. And certainly doesn't get easier for them down the road. They've still got Anoka. They still have Champlain Park. They've got some things that they'll have to work on, but tough loss for Coon Rapids.
Third time in the last 5 games that Jackson Young has posted a new career best.
He's good.
He had 34 a couple weeks ago. That was a career best. Or maybe it was 33 even. And then last week he had 36. Tonight against Rogers, now he's got 37. And again, he became the career scoring leader for Coon Rapids High School in last week's loss to Park Center as well. Here's a look at what we have coming up for you on CTN Studios. Swimming and diving against Elk River on Thursday. That action starts at 6 o'clock, and then it's girls hockey against Mounds View on Saturday, an afternoon affair. That's the regular season finale for Champlain Park Coon Rapids. We'll see the boys basketball team again against a very strong Anoka Tornadoes squad, but that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Spring Lake Park 66, Coon Rapids 63. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.